Canadian crack. Oh no. Wow, even my usual dependable Mustafa is not here with me. What the heck happened? I'm all by myself. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be a lonely show. Welcome to MB Artist Alley live. I am your host and the only one here. I guess nobody got my text. Where did everybody go? You know, I'm just gonna have to text somebody. Like, where is everybody? What happened? I got no response. Anyways, I am going to try to fill in as much as possible. So hopefully you guys can start watching and start filling in some blanks over here. Let's engage with you. Who's out there? Let's hear from you. If you're watching us, we're on YouTube or we're on Facebook Live. Yeah. Usually we have 2 or 3 people that just jump right in. I don't know what's happening. Maybe everybody's getting ready for Philadelphia. So how was your weekend? All right. So until we can get some people in here, why don't we just go ahead and do some featured art prints? Let's do that since I'm here all by myself. And I can give you comments on all of them. All right. So here we go. Here's our featured art prints by our artists who have completely abandoned me. As you can tell, I am the only square on the left-hand side of the screen. And so far, there's no comments either. Where is everybody? Did I forget to advertise this? Is today Thursday? Eric, is today Thursday? Something's wrong here. Is there nobody in the back? All right, so we've got BOB McLEOD's The New Mutants Brood Queen Attack. Now, I do know for a fact that he did this originally as a commission, and it is a 100% painting. It is a painting. So there we go. That's what we got for BOB McLEOD. Hopefully he'll give us 12 minutes. Who knows? Chad HARDIN, we've got your Gamora Twist and Shout. Francine Delgado, Barbie art director. We've got your Sailor Moon Batman mashup, and this one is specifically featured on Harley, Quinn, and Poison Ivy. Don't ask me who are the counterparts mashed up over on Sailor Moon. I have no idea. Hey, Mecha Jared. Jared, where's Chad? I guess he's working. And I have a list here. Look, I've struggled, but I made a list of topics to talk about, damn it. Jamie Coker, who's probably on the road somewhere. We've got his Villainous Villains Mumra. James C. Mulligan, who's going to be our featured spotlight at 5 o'clock in 2 hours. We've got his Higatus Figatus. JOE Rubinstein, we've got your Wonder Woman Soap Sensation. John. Oh, speaking of which, roll back one there, Eric. Joe, you got my memo. You're the only one. You want to tell us about this art print?
Mike Deodato drew it, and I colored it.
Wow.
So there you go. And she looks all shiny and glistening like she's just been doing something aerobic.
Oh, thank God you guys are here. I thought I was going to have to fill in an hour and a half with nothing. All right, good. All right, moving on. That was Joe's Wonder Woman. What else we got? John Hebert, we've got your X-Men Cable, Gambit, and Wolverine. Lobos, we got your Spider-Man Web Lair. Ironically enough, after the first episode came out, we've got Mustafa's Moon Knight. And, of course, I've got my Beauty and the Beast. So those are our featured art prints for this week. Feel free to claim any one of them. Just say claim Gamora or claim Wonder Woman, and Love G will take care of you. Or head on over to mbartist.com, whether you want fine art, platinum, or canvas. And with the promo code free shipping, you will get exactly that, free shipping. Fill your boots, as Jamie would say.
How can they do 5 more episodes of Moon Knight if everyone died at the end of the first episode? I don't understand.
No, I have no idea, but I did see something interesting. You did a post today one of many. And someone asked you the color, or what was the original color of the Moon Knight?
Yeah, they said was it white, black, or something, and I guess it's silver, and it's just reflecting like crazy.
So was that ever a conversation, or was it?
Yeah. I mean, I think Bill Sienkiewicz once said that he was kind of cheating, that the guy's costume was white, but he threw black all over it. I don't know. I mean, it defies the laws of light and shade sometimes, where parts of it are lit up and parts aren't, and what's going on, you know.
Yeah, there's the post there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, see, Bill drew that on a very large sheet of paper, and I guess he had no intention of ever inking it because he used the side of his pencil to shade it in. And then when somebody got me to ink it 30 years later, I went, well, I can't ignore all that shading. So I inked it, but then I picked up a grease pencil and put it all back in. So why is his shorts dark and his chest light? I don't know. That's Bill. So.
Out of curiosity, do you know at what point it actually landed on being white?
I barely ever read the book. I mean, I should have, because the artwork was so good. You know, what happened was, Bill came to Marvel to show his samples, wearing, we both distinctly remember, a lovely three-piece brown suit. And the stuff was so good, Shooter recognized how great it was. There was no work to be had. So Shooter said, make something. So that's how he got the Moon Knight, because they didn't want to lose him.
Oh, wow.
And I met Bill on his very first day. And then I pulled him out, and he got the job. And I guess it was automatically assumed I'd be the inker because of the Adams influence. And then I pulled him off to the side and said, okay, here's how this place worked. And so I started to tell him about the politics and the mechanics of how to get paid and all that stuff. So as it turns out, Bill is 1 month older than I am. So I look upon him as a father figure. And he's from Jersey, I'm from New York. He's Polish, I'm Polish. We're both influenced by Neil Adams. We both love the illustrators, so we have lots in common, as it turns out. So, and we've been friends. I spoke to him like a week ago for like 3 hours.
Do you think we could ever get Bill on as a guest on this show? Maybe we can get some stories of the both two of you.
Bill hangs out with the likes of Pauly Shore. I don't know that he would want us.
What are you talking about? If you're going to pull out names like Pauly Shore, we get more ratings here than Pauly Shore has gotten since Encino Man.
Okay. I'll ask him. Sure. I didn't know we had guests.
Why not?
Well, we just.
If I'm going to be the only one here, I need somebody.
You could bring the wife in and you could explain comic books to her.
Oh no. We all saw what happens when you bring your wife on streaming shows over the weekend.
Right. There's no way. I mean, people were saying, why didn't security stop it? Because everybody, including Chris Rock, thought he was going to go up and do something funny, right?
Yeah.
Because why would you think otherwise?
Well, Jada thought it was hilarious.
And the thing is, Demi Moore is a gorgeous woman who shaved her head for a movie. And Jada Smith is a gorgeous woman who has a shaved head. What's the problem? Who's insulting anybody?
I don't know. I don't know. In terms of all the places Chris Rock could win, I think he went on easy mode. And it still cost him. Jamie. So should we dive into this? Jamie?
What do you mean?
I don't know, man. All I'm going to say is there's going to be a lot of people that are not going to like what I think. There's going to be a lot of people that are not going to like what I think.
Well, I don't like
because
go ahead.
My opinion is completely dissenting from a lot of people. I mean, I was reading on Facebook a lot of the stuff from Jay Mulligan's post, and I was like, Mulligan, dude, I don't know, man.
What does Mulligan say?
I was just reading, and Mulligan, he has a lot of opinions about it, but obviously he's on the side of Chris Rock, and he doesn't like. He thought violence in any form is not appropriate and everything like that, and I agree with a lot of that. But here's the thing. This is my thing about it. One, Chris Rock and Will used to be friends. Two, Chris Rock has taken many a pot shot at Will and Jada over the years, including at one of the Oscar telecasts at which he was the host. 3,
Right.
Jada is dealing with alopecia, which is for someone who is a female, B, a Hollywood star, C, and a major Hollywood star and known by millions, and on a major televised broadcast, and you're kind of diminishing what she's going through right now. That's pretty screwed up, especially for someone that you used to call a friend. So, I'm not to quote Chris Rock himself. I'm not saying what he did was right, but I understand.
Really? Yeah, you're right.
Why couldn't he have just yelled at him? Why couldn't he have walked up and said, "Hey, man, don't talk about my wife," and walk back down? Why couldn't he have yelled it from the audience?
It's an emotion of the moment, I think. I think it was an emotion of the moment.
There was
I really do.
emotion of the moment. Dude was laughing literally after he said it, looked over, saw Jada give him the cockeye, and then he went, uh-oh, I got to switch on to serious mode.
Well, there could be an explanation for that because,
and
as it said, when you're in the public, you got to laugh and like, you can't hurt me, and haha, that was really funny, because if you show you hurt me, then they win. So maybe he was doing that, and then Jada looked over and went, oh, shit, I have to now do something. So he may have been as offended by it as anybody else, But the thing is like, humor has targets. It's your mother-in-law. It's women drivers. It's those people who live next door. There's nobody that isn't a target of a joke. And then when Ricky Gervais does his stuff, I mean, he should have been shot for the stuff he said in comparison to what Chris Rock said. But you know what?
Yeah.
When you make a joke about Jenner, with Caitlyn Jenner killing a woman, it's true. She killed a woman. What do you want from us?
Yeah.
And if you make a joke about Felicity Huffman cheating to get her kid into school, it's like, it's true. What do you want from us? So it's like, and again, she said, well, I see G.I. Jane too. If she had said, yeah, great. Hey, yeah, that'd be a good idea. I would have liked it because she's a beautiful woman with a shaved head. Nobody said she was ugly. Nobody said she was stupid. Nobody said she should lay down and die. It's like, hey, you remind me of Demi Moore in a movie. How bad is that?
I don't know why she just stand up and say, thanks, I need a job.
Yeah, or something. and again,
well, the thing is, this.
Go ahead.
See, look, he's laughing.
No, I was gonna say, and the thing is too, like, it's been well documented that she's been struggling with this alopecia thing, so it's kind of like punching real low.
Yeah,
actually, he punched really high, Jamie.
Yeah, right.
You see it right here.
Right. But
Well, here's the thing: if Will Smith wanted to take his head off, he could have.
Yeah, he could have.
A slap was getting off easy.
Then he really would have gone to jail, and I think maybe he also understood, I better keep my hand open and not a fist, because that could get bad. And then Chris Rock goes, hey, it's a joke. It's a G.I. joke. It's not a you joke, or is it? And he even said, hey, it's a light one, which it is when you compare to the kind of stuff Ricky Gervais does, which I find hysterically funny.
I get that. Oh, no. I completely get all that. But there's a history there between those two gentlemen.
Even if
there is.
History, like literally moments before, another comedian came out and grabbed single men from the audience, brought them up stage for Jada to have her pick. And she said, hey, Will, you're on the list too. Come on up. And he was like, oh, no. And they were all making light over the fact that she cheated on him. They have an open relationship. And you're a G.I. Jane joke breaks the back, whether you have history there or not. Not only that.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you entirely.
Really? Yeah, but you don't.
I disagree with you entirely.
But you said you don't disagree that violence shouldn't be what happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no. To that point, I completely agree.
Fine.
Will could have handled that better than he did.
Fine. Then walk up on stage, look down in Chris's face, and say, "Don't fucking talk about my woman," and walk off. Okay.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
I mean, after that,
I get that.
There was a TV series called "I'm Dying Up Here," produced by Jim Carrey. And it was about stand-ups in the 1970s. And this one guy's in this little club, and he sees some Hells Angels. And he just lays into them, and everybody laughs, and the Hells Angels laugh. And then afterwards, the guy comes up and says, you're really funny, but I can't let you get away with that. And he breaks his nose. And it's like,
Right.
Where does it stop? When does it start? You know, so
Well, here's another thing. If that was anybody other than Will Smith, security would have had that guy nose down on the ground before he even got to him.
well, but
Oh, I know.
everybody thought it was a comedy bit.
I know.
So he's walking up on stage, and Chris is going, "Oh, what's he going to do to me?" You know, and he could have done something funny. He could have kissed him on the mouth. He could have whatever. So who knew? You know. But the thing is,
Right.
because he's
Right.
Will Smith, he wasn't thrown out. They said, "Well, you have to leave." I refuse. Well, you know, that's not your report. And the fact that he won the Academy Award, it's like, oh yeah, great. Says no, you know. I mean, it's like they brought Kazan. Ilya Kazan had like a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Academy Awards, and Ilya Kazan cooperated with the Communist Committee, right? And a bunch of people stood up and applauded, and a bunch of people, notably Nick Nolte and his girlfriend, sat there like this, like, I'm not forgiving you for shit, you know? And then people say, well, we're not forgiving him for that, but we're saying he's a great director. And says, okay, so Roman Polanski makes great movies. Let's accept the fact that he fucked a 13-year-old. Because being good at your craft means you can do anything you want as long as you make a nice picture at the end of the day. You know?
When I first saw it, I turned, like Kelly told me about it. I turned to her. I said, "You do realize we're watching a man break down on live television? Like, if you have any backstory in terms of what he's been going to and what they've been revealing in terms of their private lives on their Red Table they have on Facebook, nobody should, whether you're a man, woman, whatever you are, there's no way you should have that type of intimacy being revealed, because literally you're showing this man break down, like he's trying to put on a brave front, but you can tell the guy's hurting inside. And literally the fact that he went like that when she gave him the look, you saw a man break down.
I mean, like, if anybody, his kid should have gotten up and slapped Will Smith, because look what you're doing to us in public. Look what will haunt us the rest of our lives. And I'm just talking about the open marriage part of it. You know, like, great, now you exposed my mother being this kind of person, and you for being a guy, and it's like, no. I have a friend. She's a celebrity hostess on I think it's the Home Shopping Network or TLC, one of those. And she just came out with the fact that she's had vaginosis for the last 30 years, so that intercourse has been very painful for her. Why'd she do that? To help. To tell people, if you're going through this, I've got something, I'm trying to fix it. Will Smith did not get up and go, the next time your wife cheats on you, smack a guy who reminds you of it. You know, or the next time your wife has a disease, if a guy goes, oh, I hear your wife has lost all her hair and she looks like a cue ball. I think that's meant to be painful. I think that's meant to be an assault. The other one was, we're at a fucking comedy show.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, there's two other things I noticed, and the other two things I noticed is that they released the wide shot, after the fact when that was happening, and you can't see it, but you can see her in the corner, and she chuckles when he hits Chris Rock. Number two, the footage of the in between, Denzel got up. A couple of the big name actors got up to console Will Smith, to calm him down.
Yeah,
it didn't move a muscle, not a muscle.
Well, she didn't. You said
she didn't move a muscle. Jada did not move from her chair.
Yeah, but maybe she saw the other guys were doing it, so she didn't have to.
Yeah, but Kelly even said to me, "Honey, if that was you, I would have been right up there trying to calm you down."
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like, and I'm sure, Trish, are you there? Is Trish hiding back there?
No, she's not. No, she's downstairs.
Because I'm sure if we asked Trish, if she saw you that angry, she would have jumped up to try to help, like immediately.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
There's no maybe. Although, your wife, she would have.
Well, you know what annoys me about that whole family? They're incredibly privileged. They're incredibly wealthy. They have a And they're going, yeah, we figured it out. Yeah, we're a good, we dealt with our stuff and our kids are empowered. And it's like, I don't think so. I think there's some real shit going on there that nobody's really talking about. And a lot of people are hurting. I mean, look, why did she have an affair? Because she was horny that day? No, there were obviously issues, and that was her way of trying to act out. Well, what's his issues? Has he fixed them yet?
Yeah.
Has she helped him with it? Are the kids watching all this happening? Because the kids always know some tension's going on somewhere. And I don't know about you, but if my parents displayed any form of sexuality growing up, I was horrified. And the fact, and the fact that, I mean, obviously, he's probably got laid when he was 12 because he's a celebrity kid and all that stuff. But yeah, well, here's some pictures of my mom naked, making a movie with this guy. And oh, yeah, and here's a picture of the man that has a face I know she slept with. And the son, Jaden, is that his name?
Yeah.
He put out a tweet something like,
Yeah,
and
Jaden.
that's the way we do it. That's the way we do what? Insult people, assault people, hurt your career, make everybody hate, take polarized sides. Well, that's the way I defend my mother from being sick. Okay, great. And if he had made a joke about your mother, well, they did. You said, I didn't even see it, that they were sort of commenting upon her cheating. Maybe that was the last straw. Maybe she was sitting there seething, trying to be a good sport. And that's why she turned to him for the alopecia crap.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a very, very, very good comic book artist named David Finch who has alopecia universalis. And I think he's got a good life and a good career. He's a great artist. He's got a wife. I mean, it's like, I know women prize their hair tremendously, but it could be worse.
Yeah.
It could be breast cancer. Then there's no jokes available,
No, I agree. Well, the other thing, and this segues into the topic I had, a big thing that did come to mind, and a lot of stand-up comics made note of this, is that what can of worms has this opened at comedy clubs everywhere who think they're the next Will Smith?
Right. Oh yeah. Well, but you always know that there's some jerk off who's somebody said to me a couple of times, I've been asked, are you a professional comedian? Because I'll be at a party or a convention or something and just going off, and it's like, I don't want to be somewhere where a bunch of drunks judge me. And it's one thing if I'm like, at least is my room ready? It's one thing if I write short stories, comedy stories, or scripts or something, but jerks show up and they're just in the mood to fuck with people. And I mean, look, when Michael Richards decided to do his thing in the nightclub where he used the N-word, and he pretty much totally torpedoed his career, I don't think that was his intention. I thought, well, I got to be edgy.
No.
I got to say something that everybody else hasn't said. And then he got sunk.
Let's ask Lisa. Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Yes.
Stop, Mr. Rubenstein's stalker. Lisa is with us, ladies and gentlemen. So if your husband went up, slapped another man, it was so incensed, would you just sit there and not move at all, or would you jump up to try to calm him down?
I'd be calming him down. I would be very surprised if he reacted that way.
There you go.
Perfect.
I don't know.
That's three. And you
It's
know
not
for a
hard.
fact, Jamie, Trisha would be right up in your grill and saying, Jamie, I have seen it.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing, Here's the thing. Chris Rock told that joke. Oh, the jokes have to be they have to be screened. They are screened ahead of time. That joke was not. He told that off the cuff. Plus, it was a joke about a disease.
The award would say
It wasn't about a disease. He made a joke about her haircut. Whether he knew about that she had alopecia or what, Gesundheit, whatever she has, Chris Rock hasn't commented whether he knew about it or not. As a matter of fact, the only thing Chris Rock has said, he had his first show of his tour yesterday in Boston, and his only comment was, "How was your week?"
Right.
That's the only comment that he's had.
Right.
He said when he's ready, he'll talk about it. But that's the only comment he has. So nobody knows if he knew or not.
But Jamie, do you think that?
I'm pretty sure he knew. It's widely known. She's talked about it several times.
I didn't know until after the fact. And my wife watches her stupid Red Table.
You don't read Hollywood stuff, bruh.
No, I read toy stuff and comic stuff and stuff that makes sense.
But Jamie, do you think if the Academy had seen that joke in advance, they would have denied it?
No. It was so innocuous.
Yeah. I don't know.
A G.I. Jane joke?
I don't know.
Actually, okay, I'm gonna put
all I'm saying is you can't just take, you are just taking it for the joke. You have to take it for the whole situation, the history, everything.
No,
there's history between those two dudes.
I get it, but still.
Okay, so the likelihood is because you're the size of a wall, nobody's going to walk up to your wife and make a joke about her in front of your face. But if they do,
right,
you're going to come around the table and punch them out?
I mean, depends on how severe that joke is.
Really? G.I. Jane is...
But it's not the Academy Awards.
Oh, no.
The police can be called, and you can be arrested.
Oh, I know. But here's the thing. Like Ice-T said, freedom of speech, but watch what you say. If you're going to say something, be ready for repercussions. The Constitution does not guarantee freedom from repercussion.
Right, but
if I get arrested for hitting someone, then I get arrested for hitting someone. But I would handle it through talking because that's the more civilized way of doing it. But I'm saying if you say something, you got to be ready for repercussions. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I believe that if somebody really says something offensive, you should not take the higher road and punch their face out, if that's what their intention was.
Yeah, because if that was the case, Joe would be knocked out 3 times a day. Nothing? All right. See, there you go.
I didn't hear anything. Hold on. Let me come back in. My audio's acting up. I'll be right back, I promise.
See, my timing's completely
okay.
on.
Okay, just for that, I'm leaving, and now you do have the show to do all alone. Goodbye.
Son of a bitch. Joe, don't make me come over and lay some Fresh Prince on you.
I think it would be firstly, I'm sure Saturday Night Live has got to do something about it.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, but I think it would be the most unbelievable thing if next year Academy Awards, 2 of them, the guys come out and kiss and hug or say something, or maybe Chris Rock slaps him, and just to go, okay, all right, we get it. It was bad. It was awful. And now we're past it. Somehow just make it an event next year.
Well, someone said the best thing Chris Rock could do is not say anything at all, sign an exclusive contract with Netflix, and do an hour and a half stand-up on it. Because
goodness.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
See, I'm still not convinced that it's real, to be honest with you.
Whether it's real or not, the Oscars became relevant again, because I'll be honest with you, I couldn't give a rat's ass about their Oscars. I don't even know who won Best Picture.
Coda.
But
here's the thing. I didn't even know it was on. I didn't even know who was hosting. I knew nothing. And then all of a sudden Trish was like, hey, do you want to watch the Oscars? I'm like, oh. So I turned on the Oscars just in time for I think it was 5 minutes before that, and then the moment happened, and I was like, "Holy crap!" And then America changed. It
was the night that made America famous.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, all I know is that out of all the celebrities, all the talk shows, because my wife has been consuming this, the person that to me made the most sense and the most wisdom was a piece written by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Right, and he's incredibly articulate and intelligent, and look, if 2 white guys had done it to each other, nobody would have said much about that. But because it was 2 black guys, all the racists grab a hold of it, and they use it as an example of those people. Yeah, but I mean, at that point, I didn't think Will Smith was thinking, this is going to make my people look bad. It's just going to make me look better in front of my wife.
No, he just had a breakdown.
Yeah. He
had a breakdown on national TV. I can tell you right now, if that was Chappelle, he wouldn't have gotten up. Or The Rock.
Well, Chappelle,
Yeah.
why? Because he's wiry.
No, because he's he's got a bigger build than Chris Rock. Slapping Chris
I don't know.
Rock is like slapping the kid. It's like Kramer in the karate dojo.
Right. I understand that The Rock could have killed him without too much effort, but I think at that point maybe he wasn't thinking about anything, and just might have gone up and hit The Rock too. I don't know. We'll never know. But, you know.
Well, I think he might have approached The Rock, and then he saw his shadow get bigger.
Right.
like you could say Jamie can say whatever he wants. I don't think Will Smith would be going up to Jamie Coker.
Well, you know, I mean, I wonder if somebody, you know, supposedly Chris Rock was like tough as a kid because he'd like grab a baseball bat, even though he's a little guy. You know, I just wonder if it was somebody who's more used to physical contact. If The Rock, without thinking about it, would just smack them right back as fast as he could, instead of Chris Rock just being incredulous and going, "Wow, it's a joke, man. Wow." You know?
Yeah. Well, I think Chris Rock was caught off guard.
Sure.
B, he basically took the higher ground because he had a moment. If you watch, he had a moment where he's like, I could just, and then he looked back and he just kept going. Like,
you think he looked back or he heard somebody say something?
Somebody said something.
Yeah, like keep going. Like
right.
Well, and he kept, to his credit, he kept it very professional. Just kept going right through, almost like it never happened.
Yeah, he obviously just sort of jumped over something. Says, "Okay, let's do the award." You know, like there was probably a little more.
But he did do a little flub where he said, "We're going to give out a documentary."
You know, I saw a thing on Facebook where it showed the photograph of a lot of the celebrities at that moment reacting, and it said, "You know, it's bad if Mel Gibson has a problem with it."
God. Or when Andrew Garfield was on the phone and they said he's texting the Spider-Man in their universes to see if Will Smith smacked Chris Rock at their award show too.
Right.
Yeah. Like
isn't there going to be, back to the theme of the damn show, isn't there going to be a Batman where they're going to have 2 or 3 Batmans in it? Like,
yeah, that's Flash.
I think the Flash.
Yeah.
So it's just so amazing because Spider-Verse was such a hit. Everybody went, stop everything. Let's throw in more people into every single movie from now on.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, they're trying to justify the going out to the theater. Like, there's such great TV now. Like, just
I know.
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
Insane.
But you have to see Batman in a movie in a big screen, and you have to see Star Wars in a big screen. You know, I mean, I wanted to see Dune because I knew it would look better on a big screen, but I just never got around to it. Yeah. So I'm grateful I could see it. But yeah, I know it would have been a far better experience if you. And I went to IMAX on Batman too, because if I'm going for the full Monty.
You know, do you remember back in the day they used to have the commercials that would be like, "Go see it in theaters now." You know, like don't tell anyone. You know, like avoid spoilers, that kind of thing. The studios would put those commercials out. They don't do that anymore, and the reason why is because they want those spoilers out there, so you'll have to go see the movie before the spoilers hit you. It's like, it's crazy. Oh yeah,
they're creating FOMO.
Yeah, they're trying to make it so you'll have to go to the theater right away to see it before the spoilers hit you, and then the movie's ruined for you.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because before there was very limited channels to see a movie. Like, do you remember? You go back far enough. Like, if you didn't see Star Wars in a theater, you were not seeing Star Wars at all.
Of course.
Of course. You know?
Yeah. Or you like, or there used to be the big movie, NBC Sunday night movie of the week, and sometimes it was actually a movie. It was an event, you know. And then HBO had, you know, I got HBO, and the very first movie I saw was King Kong with Jessica Lange.
Oh, and yeah.
I was so excited to see a movie that had no commercials, that you could curse in, and I watched it and went, well, it wasn't that good, you know?
Well, I remember being a kid, Star Wars came out, and the only way you could consume anything Star Wars is if you got any of the spin-offs, you know, like you got them on the Muppet, you got Mark Hamill on the Muppet Show, you got the Crack and Mad magazines, you'd get like Sunday strips, the comic books when Marvel came out with the comic books, and then finally, this is what I remember as a kid. my local library got 25 reels of Star Wars.
What?
And you could go to the library and you could rent a projector and sign out the reels and watch it on the wall. The
Oh
downside
wow!
was
Wait, in the library itself, or take it home?
you could take it home.
So the
Wow.
projector, but where'd you get the projector? You would rent it from the library as well?
Well, you sign it out. Yeah, you sign it out. You give it deposit.
Okay, all right.
You give it deposit.
Wow.
Sign it out. But here's the problem: the 25 reels were
Yeah.
never there at the same time.
Uh,
So I remember for my birthday, my mom came home with the projector. I had one reel of Star Wars, a Chippendale cartoon, Looney Tune cartoon, and I just remember she put on the Star Wars, and it was like 7 minutes of the trench battle, but none of the key moments.
oh.
I think the highlight was Porkins blew up.
Oh boy.
But you know that gets back to watching it in a movie theater, because how old are you, Stephen?
I'm 46.
So, all right, so I'm a bunch older. I saw Star Wars when it came out. I mean, when it came out, right? And it was a movie.
Yeah.
It was a movie, and a local guy named Joel Siegel reviewed it and said, "This is a fun movie. You should go see it." So I go see it at the Ziegfeld, and then there's that part where the Death Star first shows up on the screen, and it's like it's the entire, and it's overwhelming, and the place exploded into applause because they just couldn't believe the effect it was having on them. And that's not going to happen on a TV screen. And if you're going to go for something like that, you know, I mean, Ron Howard said, "I'd rather you not watch my show on your phone. You know, you'll get the story, but you won't really get the effect of what it is." So, like I said, if it's something like Batman, thing is, with Batman and monster movies and stuff like that, you can stop, you can go get a drink, you can come back, you can turn it on. But when you're in a room like Alien, your room, and everybody is tense, and it's just everybody's freaked out by everybody's tension, and then something happens, it's 1,000 times more than if you were watching it on TV.
Oh, absolutely. Like nothing better than Endgame, the reaction when Cap catches the hammer.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Or
everybody lost their shit.
Right. Or Star Trek, when Spock shows up on screen for the first time, and everybody, like, he's back. Look, it's Spock.
Yeah.
He's alive again. You know. Yeah. So that's the thing about, and you know, the ironic part about the internet is it's connected us all like never before, and it's isolated us all like never before, because I'm watching The Wire literally 10-15 years after it went off the air, going, it's a good show, but everybody's seen it already, so who do I have to talk to about it, you know? And when I was a kid, they used to show Wizard of Oz around Thanksgiving, I think it was, and you come into school the next day and everybody watched The Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
Now it's like, hey, did you see The Mandalorian? No, don't tell me. I'm only on episode 2. And so it's isolated us at the same time. But you know, something came on Facebook the other day that, besides Facebook being a fascist institution which is tracking our every moves, so eventually we will be put into concentration camps. The good part about it is, and this makes up for everything, is somebody put on there was a show called This Is Your Life. Are you aware of this, Jamie? Being a tadpole, have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, I remember This Is Your Life. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
So it was usually a celebrity, but sometimes it was a regular person of note, right? But so they had a This Is Your Life 1954, Hal Foster, Prince Valiant Hal Foster.
Wow.
I had no idea. I mean, I knew what he looked like, and I actually used to correspond with him when I was a kid. I had no idea I would ever see a 30-minute video of him talking, walking, making jokes, you know, interacting with his buddies, you know.
Yeah.
So it's a miracle. It came out of nowhere, and it exists. And there's all these incredible gems out there of music you should have heard by now, and TV shows that you didn't know existed, and like you know, there were like TV specials where it was Cass Elliot, Carly Simon. Oh no, Cass Elliot, Mary Travers, and Joni Mitchell all got together and sang. Like, wow. I mean, where did this come from? You know, so that's the great part about this whole thing. And also, there was a French TV show that for some reason had comic book people come on and celebrating the culture. And it was Mobius, Neil Adams, and Joe Kubert all invited to draw on this big wall board thing. And as they drew, everyone you could see going, I'm better than that asshole. And then they do something, and then the next guy would try to match it, and the next guy would try to... It was unbelievable. These legendary artists trying to outdraw each other. Then they had another one with John Buscema and a couple of other guys. And John Buscema went, I got to go to lunch. Fuck you. And then he's just whatever. I don't care. You guys are better. Who cares?
All right. So I got an interesting question. You were talking about
we'll be the judge of that. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the variety show, of course, no longer exists. However, the only thing that you bring a bunch of celebrities together and they make fun of each other now seems to be a roast. Joe.
Yeah.
Jamie. Question for each of you. We'll start with Jamie since he's been quiet. A,
Okay.
would you let yourself be roasted? And if you did, who would you want to roast you?
Oh my gosh. Roast me? I mean, I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be fun.
Well, Joe's already volunteered.
Well,
thanks, Joe.
You know every one of the MB artists would be there. Why would we pass that up?
I mean, who would roast me? God.
Your wife? Okay.
Oh no, she wouldn't want
to. She does that
to.
daily already.
Right.
She'd probably be backstage because she wouldn't want anyone to see her.
She's feeding the lines.
Yeah, something. No. God, who would I want to roast me? That's a good question. I'd have to think about that one because there's so many. There's a lot of possibilities.
Joe, would you let yourself be roasted?
Oh no! I believe that everything they said was completely true and they meant it, and they were just smiling at the end to make believe it was a joke. No. It's like Howard Stern, his bodyguard Ronnie, the limo driver, was being roasted, I think, and somebody said, "He's Howard Stern's bodyguard. Who guards the top half?" You know, so it's like no. I believe you meant it, and I mean there's this particularly shitty man who's in the comic book business, and he says awful things, and then he puts on a big Cheshire smile at the end, like, "What's the matter? Can't you take it?" It's like, yeah, you meant it, but you're too cowardly to say it, to say it directly. So no.
Who is it?
I'll tell you later because it's ironic. This asshole feels no problems with naming names when he's interviewed, but like I'm gonna be a better person and just tell you later.
Was he a big Batman cover artist?
No. But he, for instance, is really notorious for hating Will Eisner and Will Eisner hating him back. And I think at one point, well, we were talking about the violence earlier. This guy, as I said, he just loves giving people shit all the time. And at one point, one fan just went, "Yeah," and he just grabbed him across the table. And that's what I was saying. It's like sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes just enough is enough. But it can't be. There was an episode of Sex and the City. That's a TV show without robots in it, Jamie. I just want to put it in perspective for you. Okay. So,
actually, there are robots in Sex and the City. They just vibrate.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Well, he's referring to Bob, or as we like to call him, battery-operated boyfriend.
Oh my God.
Massagers. They're called back massagers, Joe.
Right. So I was in a neighborhood once, and there was a pharmacy, and it had a display going from like here to here of all different size back massagers. Okay.
Did you see the big one with the handle grip?
Right. So there's a character on the show named Charlotte, who's like the Protestant princess on the show.
Oh, yeah, Charlotte York.
And somebody says something, and this big, tall, neo-Nazi guy, he like punches the guy in the roundhouse. And she goes, "Oh, that was wonderful. You're such my hero, and you're such a wonderful man." And she starts to date him and stuff. And they go to brunch, and they're set down, and the waiter says something, and he gets up and roundhouses him. So, says, "Oh, yeah, maybe not every time. This is the way you should handle the situation." Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, we have to stop talking about him. Okay.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey,
I didn't mean to ruin things.
It makes your head look long and thin with a lot of hair on top.
It's just my parents' filter, I guess.
Okay.
All right. How's it going? What I miss? Is it all Moon Knight?
No, it's all Academy Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
See, aren't you glad you missed it now?
No, I mean, I got a lot of opinions, but I'm curious if anybody has.
Jamie says you're wrong. Okay.
So Jamie agrees. Will should have did what he did.
No, I saying I understood it. I understood why he did.
Well, if it's at a bar, if it's a rando on the street, absolutely. If it's a guy at his job, who's not just some like scrub, he's like a guy who's been doing it as long as Will has, 30 years. If it was Machine Gun Kelly saying it, you would hit that guy. If it's a professional doing his job, that's different.
A professional comedian doing his job.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Same thing. Same thing with if it was Machine Gun Kelly who walked up and punched the guy, and be like, "Oh, well, screw that guy," because he doesn't have the cred that Will Smith does, right? So I think if it was somebody that we just didn't like, if it was Dane Cook,
So Michael Richards gets up in the club and starts
exactly
the N-word. You shouldn't punch him.
No.
Okay.
You should escort him, and like he's blackballed. He doesn't perform. Like his career, he got canceled before that word existed. He was on a Curb Your Enthusiasm season, but other than that, like, he's been done. He's been done from Hollywood. So like that's his penance, He did. And if you, I was just gonna say, if you want to defend your woman, if you want to, respond, stand up, walk up to him, be like, hey, stop, shh, apologize right now.
Right.
Then I think that's respectful.
The audience. Right.
Well, go up to him because you are Will Smith, and people will be like, oh, and then afterward it'd be like, you know what? All right, he respected his woman. What he did was toxic masculinity, right? Like women complain about toxic masculinity. That's what he did. He displayed it. So anybody that defends it, they want to have both ways. I don't get it.
And that Chris Rock thought that Will Smith was going to come up and do something funny.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Yeah, that's why he let him, get as close as he did. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? Credit to him.
We had a John Hebert scare there.
Oh, was it John?
Just for a second, luckily.
Me?
Hi, John.
Hey, John. So, John, we're having a heated conversation about something probably we shouldn't be talking about.
No. So, if Will Smith hits you, what are you going to do, John?
I would power bomb him.
Do you think you would recover fast enough to do something, or be in shock that you're standing up there just telling a little joke and somebody walks up and smacks you?
I've been in that situation and I've recovered quickly enough. But I'm
what happened?
They regretted that they did it.
But why did they hit
you? Disagreement at a party.
Okay.
Was it a G.I. Jane 2 joke?
No, but it was just nastiness back and forth, and I gave it back, and he didn't like it. And I've had a couple of people throw punches at me over the years, and I've handled it. I grew up in that kind of background, unfortunately.
Was it close-fisted or open-fisted in your case?
I slapped him. He hit me. I hit him, and it was over.
Okay.
But
the slap
you have to understand.
A slap is like an insult. It's
right.
It's basically saying you're not even worth a punch.
Okay.
And I haven't hit anybody in over 15 years now. I'm proud to say that because it used to be a regular thing. In fact, it's probably 20 years. But it's come close a couple times. When you have that kind of background and you grow up with that, you still have to tamp it down. But I mean, I had a similar situation back when I was in college. The girl that I was with, and her mother were coaching girls softball, and I was their assistant coach. And I walked into this ball field late one day for a tournament, and this old guy was coming out, parent of one of the children, was coming out running his mouth about them, and he called both of them, my then girlfriend and her mother, the ultimate word that you don't call a woman. And I said, "Excuse me, what is your problem?" And he decided to get insulting, and we went at it. I beat a Green Beret, and then found out he was an ex-Green Beret after, and then I was like, oh.
So size-wise, were you about equal?
No, I was big. Well, we're about the same height, but I was beefier.
Okay.
I also, I had 3 summers in a row where I threw punches without thinking, and then said, I need to stop this. I knocked a guy out in the summer of '84 for poking me in the chest.
Isn't that a song?
Another guy who was ragged. I was at a party in the summer of '85 with a friend of mine who was gay, and this guy kept laying into him about it all night, and I'd finally had enough. And I'd had a few drinks, and it was the end of the night. We were leaving, and I let him have one, and I swear he fell for 20 minutes before he stopped falling. He went through garbage cans and through a tree, and I thought I killed him. And at that point, I said, I need to start taking this down. But it's
and
really
those two are married and have a bed and breakfast in New Hampshire.
That's right. Yeah, an antique shop. Yeah. But the thing is, I still think the Will Smith thing was. I think it was a put-up job. It looked like a wrestling angle. Jamie?
I know. That's what I was saying earlier, too. I was like, I'm not even sure it's real. Because Chris Rock's ticket sales went up after it happened.
Sure it did. And it looked like a wrestling angle. But when I could see both sides. I would overall say that if it is real, Smith should have calmed his rear end down. He shouldn't have been screaming the F-bomb on live TV.
Yeah.
But if it was real, I mean, I've certainly defended a couple of women and friends and whatnot in my time too. And in the heat of passion, it's very tough when you're amped up on testosterone and the protection thing. If somebody intimidated my kids, I'd be berserk. And just as an aside, a kid that is one of their friends just down the street got shot in the head here the other day while we were away.
Whoa.
The pellet gun. Somebody did a drive-through and shot him in the head. I mean, he's a little pain in the ass, and I'd assume it probably was retaliation and it wasn't random. But while we were in Geneva and we heard this in the hotel, I kept saying, if I was there, my kids, my property, my God,
Yeah.
It's easy to get into that mode when you're someone or something you love.
Yeah.
And in John's defense, when he slaps, it's not a regular slap. It's a full Ric Flair one. Okay.
Right across the chest, right?
Woo!
That's right. Woo!
John doesn't enter. See, the thing is, when John Hebert enters a room, he always knows where in the room is the folded steel chair.
That's right.
So, curiosity, Mr. Moussa. So, I was completely let down when we came on the air and my fat head filled the whole screen. Where in the bloody blue hell are you? All right, don't tell us. No, that's okay. You can be the strong silent type. Would you like to give us the Joe Rubinstein sign language? Joe, give him a no. Wrong finger, Joe. Wrong finger.
Two seagulls, Gertrude and Heathcliff. Okay. Okay.
I had a fight the other day with my buddy because I called him one of the Stooges and he didn't know any of the Stooges' names.
Well, then
oh my God.
Then there's the best one, Joe DeBita. I mean, So.
Yeah. Mustafa, can you now hear us? Nope. All right. Don't worry about it. Anyways. All right. So I think we've slapped that one to death, so to speak. Let's move on. I have something here I'd like to talk about. I thought it was very interesting. When was the last time? What is the last franchise you guys can remember that was modern? Is there any modern franchises?
Modern franchises.
Yeah, essentially the note I have here is death of new franchises.
Franchise means a series of
Ghostbusters, but I mean,
movies.
Ghostbusters is 35 years old plus.
That's what I'm saying. What's a modern franchise? You
Well,
can't say Harry
What about
Potter.
How modern are we
Conjuring.
talking about? Moon Knight, that vampire werewolf thing, whatever that. Twilight.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Twilight's the 90s too.
Is it? I don't know.
The novels.
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Yeah, but the
It's been for a
movies.
In the last 20 years, has
What
any
about- what about-
franchises?
Mission Impossible.
Mission
Yeah.
Impossible 1960s.
Yeah,
No, but it's now happening as a series of movies.
Yeah, but
So wait, wait.
Star
that's been
Trek.
going 20 years now.
Wait, so are you talking about like totally original franchises, like not reboots, not nothing?
Like the
Okay.
Matrix. The Matrix was in the 90s an original franchise.
What about that thing that Tom Cruise does, that Reacher guy?
Yeah, but Reacher is a 2 and out, right? It only had one.
Yeah.
sequel.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
now
it's
It's going to be a TV series, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a TV
Yeah,
series.
Season 1 just ended not too
Oh.
long ago here.
Yeah, but I wouldn't consider that a new franchise. Like, what's a new franchise?
And that was from a series of books, so that was something that was around too.
Yeah. So what's a new? Is there anything of a new franchise anymore?
Okay, so are we talking about media like TV, movies, or are we talking about books too? Because there are several books that are franchises that have got multiple.
I would probably say the most modern franchise probably is Game of Thrones.
It's a franchise because it's a series for 7 years.
It's a series. It's become bigger than it's got a subsect of fans.
And there's another series coming out.
Yeah.
Well, then why can't you then say Breaking Bad because it spawned What About Saul?
Oh,
True.
Better Call Saul.
Yeah,
Call
Better
Saul.
Call Saul. Yeah.
True, but I wouldn't say Breaking Bad's on the same level as.
No, it's not. But you didn't say biggest.
It's not like
franchise.
Harry Potter or something. It
Right,
doesn't have
yeah,
like the
yeah,
merchandising and whatnot. It has
Well,
some, but not a lot.
Okay.
Someone
and then
throw
Fantastic
Fast
Beasts.
and the Furious.
All right. Well, Fantastic
Fast and
Beasts
Furious,
is.
yeah.
And that's
but
been going 20 years.
Yeah.
What about Fantastic Beasts? It's a spin-off of Harry Potter, but it's its own thing at the same time.
Yeah, but Harry Potter's been around since like what 2000.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but Fantastic Beasts is from it. It's another franchise.
Yeah, but it's a franchise. Okay, in the last 20 years, give me a fresh new franchise other than Game of Thrones. Like you threw out one that you can kind of.
How about the Conjuring? I mean, that they're making a bunch of those.
Oh,
to
yeah. Yep.
merchandise, but
Oh, and what about those ones? What were they? The Purge, whatever.
The
that
Purge.
was?
The Purge.
The Purge.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
a bunch of those.
Yeah, but would you say that? Okay, well here let's pivot a little bit. What does it
Okay.
take for a new franchise to get to a level of Marvel, Star Wars, Star Trek? Like, is there anything out there that could ascend to that level? Because I don't think Game of Thrones is going to do it. I think Game of Thrones is kind of capped out.
There's probably something out there somewhere, but I think there's almost a wall because you have to be something. You have to already be something.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be big in another media, big as a comic book, big as a
It's a
series of
novel.
books, a novel, something, and then well, we'll take that.
Would the
There
Walking,
really hasn't been anything just from scratch in a long time.
Yeah.
would the Walking Dead be on that?
Walking Dead, okay, that's
Yeah.
one. Yeah, that's there you
Walking
go.
Dead.
But that's
'Cause
not
that series-
figure out.
Yeah, because that series is ending, and they're starting up a bunch of spinoffs from it too.
Yeah.
Well, the question is like, do you think that the current way the entertainment system is structured, that it's going to be a lot harder for fresh ideas to come? Franchise?
Oh, undoubtedly.
No question.
Undoubtedly. No,
No.
undoubtedly.
Well, wait.
Every-
Here's the franchise, Dune. I mean, it's an old novel, but it's a new movie, and it's going to be 3 of them. As was Lord of the Rings. That was right. That became a franchise and spun off The Hobbit. But nobody knew Star Wars was gonna be any good, and once they
Right.
did it, oh, good, we got room to do more now. And
Yeah.
I mean, they have a life of their own once it becomes a hit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Star Wars, if you look at Star Wars, Indiana Jones, Star Trek, all these big level, Marvel, all these big level immediately spawned off multimedia, where you would get something like The Matrix. The Matrix became a franchise onto its own, But anytime it tried stretching out into multimedia, it would just burn out like what? It would just burn out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's tough because like a lot of these studios, they don't give new ideas really a chance unless it's been proven in another form of media. Like if it's a series of books, oh yeah, let's do that because you have a built-in audience who wants to see that on the big screen, see their favorite characters come to life, and also experimenting. Studios don't want to experiment. We want something that we know is going to make us money.
Of course,
you know. It's like I don't have time for your little Star Wars movie if it's not going to make me a bunch of money. You know, I mean, when George Lucas, that's how he got that merchandising deal because the studio didn't believe in it. You know,
right.
What's the deal? What did he get?
He basically got all the merchant. He basically gave up Star Wars, the rights of Star Wars, as long as he got to keep the sequel rights and all merchandising.
A hell of a deal. And you'll never see it again. You'll never see it again.
Nope. But like you were saying, Dune, Joe, like here's the problem with Dune. They keep remaking the first book. They never you're never gonna get to Dune Messiah. Like they keep telling the same damn book and they never finish the first book. Like the only person to finish the only series to actually get somewhat through it is when they did the space series.
I mean, I've never read any of them, but I know that certainly is the problem with Batman. It's like we really don't need to see the kids get killed one more time.
Right, you don't need the origin, the parents. Yeah. They keep having to do that to get it started, and then
it's occurred to me for several years now. Movies don't excite me anymore. I don't can hardly wait for that thing to come out and get. Yes, Batman, Superman, Star Wars, Spider-Man, all that stuff. But pretty much anything else I see on TV, I go, yeah, okay. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I just thought of one. I just thought of a franchise that's well, it's been going for a few years, but Jackass.
Right. Okay.
I thought of one too. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Right.
Yeah, that's a 2000s one. But that's kind of other than the movies. What has it been? Like, there's no TV. There's no books.
Yeah, they never did a cartoon, an animated series, or anything.
Is that the key? Yeah. Like, to be a franchise, there has to be a cartoon at some point.
Well, I mean, you would think so. Well, it was kind of kid friendly, and you would think they would have grabbed up something to have a Saturday morning, homogenized version of it, and they really didn't.
Oh, a franchise is Transformers.
There you go. But that's been going for a long time too now.
And that went the other way. It started as a cartoon and then a live action.
Yeah, that's true.
Usually it's live action. Like, remember Police Academy?
Actually,
how many of those?
Actually, it started as toys and then it had a cartoon.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
That's when they built the law in the U.S. that they could actually have cartoons based on toys because before that.
As we know them, half-hour commercials.
Yes. Oh, and God, do I miss those commercials?
I know.
What about Legos?
That's become something in and of itself. That's a whole different thing off to the side, and that is a phenom.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because when Lego lost their what do you call it? Because the other companies can make Lego now. Like they've lost that IP, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as they did that, they made a very smart move. They went out and got every license they could get their hands off.
Yeah.
Started making those out of Lego sets.
Yeah.
So even though you got Duplex and all those other parallel type Lego bricks that all are the same thing, only Lego can do Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel. And now they've branched that into television, movies.
Yep. Yeah, like there's a Friends Lego set. I mean,
is it really?
Yeah. Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if we're talking about franchises, Lego will be the only medium where you're going to have Superman meets Spider-Man, meets Star Wars, meets Harry Potter, meets Friends, meets everything else in one movie. Only Lego.
Yeah.
You know that Player One movie Spielberg made? That was
or Funko.
Yeah. Right. Funko Pops. Yeah.
Yeah, Funko.
Right.
Sorry, you were saying there, Joe?
No, I'm just saying that Player One movie, all those different realities and all those different characters coming together, is so much fun. I mean, that's sort of the point of Secret Wars and all those others. People who don't interact get to interact. And then there was a series of movies, I think they were the 80s or 70s, where Sherlock Holmes was everywhere. Sherlock Holmes was fighting Jack the Ripper. Sherlock Holmes was meeting Sigmund Freud.
Yes.
You know, and you know, I think it's probably stupid of me to not realize, but when I picture a samurai movie and I picture a Western, I forgot they're happening at the same time. Because to me, it's one world and another world, but they're both going on in 1880. It's like, why can't the samurai take a boat and go hang out with, you know, Billy the Kid or something like that? I mean, they don't do it, but it's conceivable.
Yeah.
Well, it's like here's a movie I wish they did a sequel to. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The only time Bugs Bunny met Mickey Mouse and Daffy Duck met Donald. And on and on and on. Oh my God. I remember watching that as a kid and I thought I was in cartoon heaven.
But you know, speaking of merchandise, Roger never caught on. He wasn't cuddly and cute enough. Everybody thought the kids would like him, but he was kind of a turnoff, and I don't think it ever went anywhere.
Well, you know who the kids did catch on to?
Oh yeah.
Kids did what?
The kids caught on to his wife.
Oh yeah. Well, everybody did.
Well, yeah.
Geez.
Hey, in her defense, she's not bad. She's just drawn that way.
Drawn that way.
I think she's drawn very well, if you're asking. Okay.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
With that note, with Jessica Rabbit on everybody's mind, it's the top of the hour. Let's do some featured art prints. Let's see if we can get some exposure here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got BOB McLEOD's New Mutants Blood Queen Attack, or Brood Queen Attack. Sorry. Chad Hardin, we've got your Gamora. Francine, we've got Sailor Moon Batman mashup. Hey, Jamie, you want to tell us about this piece?
Oh man, so Mumra Thundercats, still the greatest opening for any cartoon ever. It's ahead of its time, and I love the show just for the opening. Really, this is my wife's favorite villain out of all the ones I've done. It was just a love letter to the character, and Lion-O, I'm not a fan of the character at all, so it was a great pleasure to bust him up and put him in his place.
So be honest, your wife likes it because of all the spit, right?
I don't know. I think she just likes the way that one's drawn more than the others, and I know she likes the eyes. She really likes the eyes.
You remember we were talking about it? We were like, more spit.
Yeah, I know. It's like, you gotta ramp up that spit, Coca. You gotta ramp it up.
And you were like, do you think there's too much? There's never too much.
Never too much. That's right. That's right.
Never too much spit. And Jamie, I got a funny observation for you. So I was wheeling around Facebook, and on my news feed, on one of the toy groups, somebody was having an auction, and you know what they were auctioning off?
What?
This.
Oh, really?
They were auctioning an acrylic of this with a mummer on it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you're catching on, my friend.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
All right, let's move on. James C. Mulligan, we got your Higgitus Figitus. He's going to be our spotlight at the top of the hour. Mr. Joe, we already talked about this one. We got yours.
But Jamie, I want you to consider the greatest cartoon show theme song ever.
Okay.
It went Gigantor, Gigantor, Gigantor. That takes work.
Yeah.
What show was that?
Gigantor.
Oh, the show was called Gigantor?
You don't know it?
No.
Really? Thought you were kidding. It was a Japanese cartoon about a big robot named Gigantor.
Whoa. I have been educated.
Do you know the cartoon about 3 animated animals who ran around in a big wheel? I think it was called the Magnificent 3 or something like that.
No.
It was the same time as Astro Boy.
Oh, I know Astro Boy.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's these like 3, a bunny and something else, and the thing was a wheel. Do you remember this, John, at all?
No, that I don't remember.
Okay, well, I guess brain damage is a terrible thing. Okay, fine.
It was a classical heart effect problem. All right. Speaking of brain damage, John, tell us about this one.
When I spilled the white out on that, it was brain damage. That was a commission for someone, and and it was a labor of love, and I'm really pretty proud of the way it came out, and I've gotten a lot of really good feedback on it, and hopefully I'll continue to get some good feedback on it.
I think you will. All right, let's
Buy
move on
it.
to the next one.
I can't hear you, Steven.
Lobos, we got your Spider-Man. Oh, good timing. Mustafa, can you hear us and can we hear you? That is that, I guess not. But we have
you know why it's not working though, Steven, because he's not doing the hello, this is Mustafa live from, and you see, he's not doing the formula.
I don't think he wants us to know where he's coming from.
Maybe. That could be.
Or where he's going. Hey Siri. Oh, we lost Joe too. All right, we got his Moon Knight. What's next? Oh, Beauty and the Beast. All right. Anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
Those are our featured art prints for today, ladies and gentlemen. If you want one of those, we are giving you the special discounted pricing. Whether you want fine art discount, platinum, or canvas, just say claim Wonder Woman. Love you will take care of you. Or go over to nbartist.com, fill your cart with any one of these, and we'll give you free shipping with the aptly titled code free shipping. All right, let's get that out of here. We had 5, so let's hope you guys have something to show. Mr. Hebert, anything for
I don't have anything to show this week. I've been deathly ill and running around with kids. So next week, next week I should have some Ghostbusters to show you. Oh wait, next week we're in Philly, aren't we?
Motown Philly back again. Yes, sir. I do have a question for you. So we're starting to tee up. Of the ones that we haven't done yet, which 2 cover reimaginations would you like to see done? Do you want a double Spidey?
Sure.
Oh, John, you sound so enthusiastic.
I actually want to do a reimagined mashup of Night of the Reaper and Moon Knight, but I've got a layout here someplace. But I got to get Ghostbusters done, and I've also got a commission that I think you're going to be very interested in. It's Batman and Robin and Kato and the Green Hornet surrounded by all the villains. That should be fun. It's Mustafa coming to you live from Niagara Falls.
Hey guys, I'm on the Maid of the Mist.
I'm living the life of John Hebert and Hebert.
It's Mustafa on Cops.
Yeah. Can you guys even hear me?
Bad boys. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
He's being
Mustafa,
pulled
where are
over
you
right
reporting
now.
from?
The bracelets and everything. I am reporting live from California.
Ooh.
You're gonna be in Anaheim tomorrow.
He's pulled over. We're about to watch his rights being violated.
Am I seeing you this weekend, Joe?
Yeah, in Anaheim. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I had to fly in. You don't have to.
No, I don't.
I can hear you fine. Can you get?
I'm Ubering over. Kinda.
These things aren't even working.
So
yeah, we're getting about every 30-second frame.
Fair enough. What I miss?
Yeah,
I was saying I was living the life of John Hebert's router.
Notice it's a little better now. I'm straightened out now.
Oh man, that's a big delay too.
John, ever since you got rid of that router, you've been making the round.
We can't both. Yeah.
What can I say?
We can't both have the same bad connection, I guess.
It went for a fly off the deck. What can I say?
There you go. From your deck to Mustafa's Uber.
Yeah,
are you Ubering it right now, Mr. Mustafa?
I am. I was trying from the airport, and that was not working at all. So from the car, from my iPad, it's working. From my phone, by the way, don't update your phone. I updated my phone to get the new emojis, and it was not worth it. Now my phone sucks.
Really?
It's because it's overloaded with new emojis.
It's
my god.
It's over. Yeah, the emojis are crashing all of my apps. Yeah.
The emojis.
Oh,
have you seen the movie? They actually live in there.
Yeah, I watched that movie. That was one of the worst animated movies I think I've seen, maybe ever.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amen.
I think Patrick Stewart was so appropriately cast in that movie.
He was in it? Oh my god, I don't even remember.
Yeah,
I control all deleted that as soon as it was over.
He owed somebody money.
Yeah.
There you go.
Everybody's got house payments. It's fine. So, have you guys talked about Moon Knight yet?
Not
No,
really.
not yet.
A little bit. We talked about him a little bit.
Moon Knight was excellent. I thought.
It was good.
I thought Oscar Isaac was amazing. It's
Mustafa,
like, an Oscar.
Right,
Yeah.
Mustafa, are you sick? Is there something wrong? Do you want to?
Yeah, I know. I hate everything. I know. I am the Joe Rubinstein of opinions when it comes to movies.
Oh, you mean you know what you're talking about? All right. Yeah.
I mean, you know.
He shifted his negativity to his phone.
It was very good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, when you get in a multiple Academy Award nominated dude, like you can see, like, oh, this guy's really trying. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice too that they did. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No. It's okay. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say it's nice too that they didn't follow the comic and make the one personality a rich guy to be too close to the Bruce Wayne comparison, because they've always talked
How do
about
we know?
oh, he's so much like Batman, you know?
Right.
I'm sure
How do we
he's probably
know?
going to end up that
Well,
way. Though.
but
Yeah, we haven't seen
Yeah.
him yet.
But you wonder though, like by the end, if he's gonna have like a plane that's shaped like a moon, you know?
And will he also be Jake Lockley, the cab driver, and et cetera, et cetera?
See, that's what I was
Yeah.
waiting for. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was waiting for.
So
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. How many personalities have they touched into on the first episode? Just two?
Mm,
Those Bob?
Yeah, just two. Mark and Steven.
Yep.
I'll have to watch that tonight. I've been too absorbed with
Something I can't hear a thing.
Will Smith's
Let's try
multiple
this.
personalities.
All
The
No,
special effects are a little,
it's fine.
a little rushed, but other than that, it was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll agree for sure. I'm excited to see episode 2.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see episode 2 for
I
sure.
very much am. Yeah.
How many episodes is the this one?
6.
6.
Is
That's
it only
it.
6?
There's only 6.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Did
Oscar
I
Isaac
say
is
something
expensive.
wrong? Joe's gone now. Yeah. Yeah. Oscar Isaac's like, you only got me for 6.
He's like, I'm expensive.
Yeah.
he's got a
But
I'm
no.
in like 5 other. I'm in 5 other genre movies. I gotta go.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm doing
That's
Dune 2
right.
and the next Star Wars and another X-Men and yeah.
Oh,
I heard they're
God.
doing another Star Trek. I gotta take that off my box.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I think that's the only one he hasn't done yet is Star Trek and Harry Potter.
Well, I mean, now we know he can do British.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
Yeah.
Steven, do you even enjoy the new Star Trek movies?
I do.
Oof.
I like the Picard series. I saw the first episode of Picard. I thought that was really well done.
That wasn't the question. The question was, are you enjoying the Chris Pine-led Star Trek movies?
I liked the
Oh, it's
first one.
J.J.
Chris
Abrams
Pine,
led.
Zachary Quinto,
Oh,
Zoe
yeah, yeah.
Saldana.
I liked the first one. That was about it.
Yeah, me too.
I liked Cumberbatch as a bad guy. I'll say that
Yeah.
about the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when they revealed he was Khan, I was like, oh come on.
Yeah.
Well, they were actively being duplicitous in that. Yeah.
No, it
Yeah, it
wasn't
was-
just that, because then it became cliche. As soon as they established that he was Khan, every single thing had to be analyzed from the old movie, and they just flipped it. Flip it instead of Spock dying, it was Kirk dying. And then basically, in order to make it work, they had to make Spock not Spock.
You know what it felt like? It felt like a guy who was a big Star Wars fan making a Star Trek movie.
Yes, and he even said that. That
Yep.
when he did the director's overlay for for the first movie, he even said my intention.
He
was
said
to
he didn't
make
grow up with Star Trek and all that.
Well, he said he wanted to make Star Trek more actiony, like Star Wars. John, can you please send him your new router? For the love of God.
With Star
I'll put it in the care package for him.
Trek.
Mustafa, I'm sure what you're
Watch it now.
saying is very profound.
No, I'm not about to start being profound now.
That comes through. No. You know what that just reminded me? Superman No Home. Mustafa, we're getting about every 32nd frame, unfortunately.
Sweet. Well, I can hear you guys. I can hear you guys fine. I'm sorry. I am in a car right now.
Maybe you need to find the two-way emoji. Don't worry, the emojis will explain it to you. Joe, show and tell time. Does anybody have anything for show and tell? Mustafa,
I do.
I do.
All right, somebody throw something up. I don't care.
Go ahead, Joe.
Well, I showed, I think, the black and white version of this last week, but I got around to coloring.
Nice.
There's a
nice.
And another one.
Can I get a scan of that?
Sure. What the hell?
What the hell?
So these are Burns Elsewhere pages, and I was hired to ink them and color these two at least. So
very cool. Get me that Sauron one. That one's pretty sick.
Okay.
All right, Jamie.
Drawing on the road has always been a little tough, but I got to do it. So I finished up this Spawn piece on the road here at a hotel room. So I got that thing done. And then my wife, she's a huge fan of the character Randy on South Park. So I did a many faces of Randy piece, including Lord over here, and I'm gonna be coloring that up too.
Is that like one? Is that the MK guy?
No, it's the dad.
Oh,
yes, it's Stan's dad.
It's the dad. Lord, I am Lord.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He's my favorite character too.
Oh yeah.
Tell her that. Yeah.
I couldn't get back into South Park after the movie. I was like peaked.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They've done a lot of great stuff since then. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
before it cuts out again. Okay, so I have a Daredevil cover with Marvel. If you guys want to see it real quick, I brought it with me to finish. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. It's Daredevil and then Daredevil. Let's see. There we go. There we are. That's Daredevils. The new Elektra. Yeah. Cool.
Is that
There's a new Elektra character or new Elektra costume?
So it's Elektra as the new Daredevil.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
When did that happen?
Last year. Yeah. She's got a really good outfit too. Chris Michello did the first cover.
Wait, they're not going to kill off the old guy, are they?
I think he disappeared for a while, and then he's going to come back, and now it's like, oh, it's two Hawkeyes, or it's two Thors, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to call them Daredevils?
I don't know. But her outfit's updated. She can, go into winter climates now.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah, you're not allowed to show skin anymore.
Wow.
No, not in 2022. Yeah, unless you're a dude, maybe.
Disney came down hard.
Yeah.
Is that a future Marvel cover, or is that just fan art?
No, it's a cover for Marvel that I worked on actually with a guy who's gonna be here. His name's Logan Lubera. Okay. I worked with him for Loot Crate for a while back, and we do occasionally we'll do these things here.
Cool. All right. Jamie, do you have anything else you want to show?
That's all I got for the moment. Joe, I had some sketch covers and stuff, but those are gone.
Joe, you got anything else? I have your stack here. Oh, it's out on the table.
I mean, I've more of the Elsewhere pages, but these are black and white. And speaking of Sauron. It's like Marvel wanted to buy the series from Byrne and actually publish it, but he wouldn't let them. And I had the hope that maybe they might actually think about me to ink the series. So
very cool.
Nice.
Gorgeous.
If you like comic books that look like comic books, I do that.
Yeah, exactly. There's some storytelling and some drama.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, thank you for the reminder. Oh my God, look at the time. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the reminder, Eric. We will not be on next week because most of us will be in Philadelphia. Not Jamie, but the rest of us will be in Philadelphia.
Not Jamie?
No.
No.
Jamie's going somewhere else. Where are you going, Jamie?
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Oh yeah, well that's the Philadelphia of the Midwest. So
Is it a good thing or not?
While Jamie's at Grand Rapids, we will be at Fan Expo Philadelphia. We hope you all join us. It'll be next week. And if you have a shop, please contact us. We are more than happy for you to be our guest, to come check out some products from these fine artists that you may want to bring to your customers in your shop. So we're reaching out to retailers in the Philadelphia area. If you guys want to come on over, feel free to DM us or send us an email. Thanks for the reminder, Eric. All right, so we got 5 minutes left. I think we beat the hell out of that Will Smith topic.
Oh God.
All right, let's do some projections. Let's take it for another go around. What do you think happens from here on out? Do they take back the award? Is his career?
Oh gosh,
No.
I don't know.
No.
I thought when you said projections, I thought you were going to talk about how much money Morbius is going to lose this weekend.
Thank you. That's even better.
Oh boy, that's a biggie.
It's got a 17 on Rotten Tomatoes, I heard.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty awful. Oh well.
By the way, I predict next year Chris Rock and Will Smith will both present an award. And they're going to do a thing like right before where it's going to be like that.
I thought the same thing.
Like that.
Or they'll be on WrestleMania. You know, they might have the two of them do a walkout. I don't know.
Is Rotten Tomatoes 17 out of 100?
17 out of 100?
Yeah.
No,
Rotten Tomatoes is 17 out of 100?
Yeah.
You can't get much worse than that.
Wow.
That's horrific.
Isn't that worse than Justice League?
Yeah.
Well, you can, but you got to be Adam. You got to be Adam Sandler.
You got to be working at it, I guess. Which one
Why is that man famous and rich?
See, there's the Mustafa I know.
That last movie Sandler did on Netflix.
I should probably let you guys go. I'm about to get here.
Right.
All right.
Are you take care of Mustafa? We'll see.
Awful.
We're seeing him in Philly, though, right?
Yep. Well,
we're seeing him in Philly, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to tell you. It's going to be a secret. He better be in Philly. He's got 2 tables.
I'll be in Philly. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. And Lobos will be there too.
Yeah, Lobos will be there too.
See you guys.
Where was I going with this? Okay, so that's a good. I totally forgot about Morbius. I did see a headline that said, "What universe is this in?"
Oh, it's. Oh my God.
Well, let me ask you. Why are all of you so sure it's going to be bad? You never know. What? Why is it a sure thing?
Hey, I thought the trailer. When I saw the trailer, I thought it looked amazing, but I'm just hearing a really bad buzz about it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Everything that's out there, nobody's saying that's even decent. They're saying it's bad. I mean, that's a bad sign.
Right.
And then Jared Leto has never made a good comic book movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm still trying to think if he made a good movie.
Dallas Buyers Club was a good movie. That was a good movie.
But what about House of Gucci? Wasn't that supposed to be good?
I didn't see that one, but I know of it. Yeah.
House of Gucci, that looks good though. But he's surrounded by other talent. He's not the driving force in that one.
Well, that's
Adam Driver.
Right.
Right. I mean, when is he the lead except this movie? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know Jared Leto as any driving force. He's always been a compliment player, right? Blade Runner. This League.
Oh no, he's had a couple starring vehicles, but they've never been like big movies, like huge theater movies. You know,
I'll tell you, Adrian Brody is blowing me away on Winning Time on HBO. He's playing Pat Riley. Yes. He's tremendous. The whole thing is great.
Yeah.
What's Winning Time?
It's about the Lakers.
It's about the late 70s, early 80s Showtime Lakers when they really became a thing. And I'm not a basketball fan. I'm not even a basketball fan, and I just think it's great.
Yeah.
You got Adrian Brody is
Riley.
John C. Riley's the lead. He's amazing in it. He's not over the top. dialed it back enough. The guy that was Danny in Caddyshack, Michael O'Keefe, he was in it. He basically played the Ted Knight character. He's the one who sold Riley the franchise, but and Adrian Brodeker's Pat Riley's from here. He's a local. He was from Schenectady, and I didn't see it at first, but he just plays it so well. You know, it's really, really good. It's a funny show. It's entertaining, and even if you don't like basketball like me, there's history to it, and the 70s kitsch look, and they break the fourth wall. It's a really good show.
And what's it called again, John?
Winning Time.
Winning. All right, I'm writing it down.
It was supposed to be called Showtime.
Has anybody
because that
watched?
was what they.
Has anybody watched the show From?
No, I've heard of that one though. I've heard of that one.
I think it's people are supposed to go a hotel or a town and can't leave, and there's some sort of a.
Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Next week, we're going to be in Philadelphia. The week after that, we're going to come back, and I want to talk about TV shows we should be watching.
Oh, that's easy.
How about the
Okay.
news, ignoramus? Okay.
Well, I'm obviously I don't know. I just wrote a couple down right now, and I didn't even know Morbius was coming out this week.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
And Jamie, I guess they're only filming Heels now, so it's going to be on over the summer.
Oh, really?
Heels
Okay.
season 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I got to
okay.
write that one down because I forgot about that one. I got to see Heels.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heels and Winning Time. All right, so next week we're going to talk about shows we should be watching and why. And guys out there in the audience, we want you to come armed and ready for that. That's going to be in 2 weeks. But
All right.
in the meantime, at the top of the hour, we're going to be doing the spotlight with James C. Mulligan. So hopefully you guys will all come back and have some suggestions for him to draw. Basil, I'm quite sure you'll be there with Predator. All three gentlemen who have done the spotlight with me right now, every single time he throws out Predator, and everybody says no. So I'm sure.
Well, what he has to throw up is money.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
Got to put some cash in the bar to get me to put on the dress and shoes and dance.
Oh boy.
All right. What's the starting rate there, John?
The Predator?
No, for the dancing shoes and dress.
Depends on the franchise and how drunk I am.
All right, so when we come back in 2 weeks, guys, we're going to start a pot over on the side, and we're going to see if we can get it high enough for John to put on makeup, heels, and a dress. And
Da, 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 da.
all right, we're late now. Anyways, we'll see everybody in 2 weeks. Hopefully, you'll come back in a half hour. If you're in the Philly area, come see us at Finale in Fan Expo Philadelphia. And Jamie, how do we get out of here?
Like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications, people.
Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Great White North and all points in between. Good night.
Good.